that, and we do it like this. We do it like that, and we do it like this. Yeah.
Swing low, Lord, get me out this plantation. I ain't on the block no more, no grams weighing. I don't even bed no hoes, my ribs stay in. Try to keep them humble and never run in the streets. My kids speaking Hebrew, so you know that I teach. It's hard, gotta hold on, trying to keep up the peace. I'm waiting on your son to return and cut off the beast. Till then, I'ma be in war mode and face east. I know I don't deserve a second chance, but I take it. That's why I don't slow down no more, and I don't blaze it. Satan still want me back, he gotta face it. Smoke don't touch these lungs, I'm feeling strong again. Lost a couple LBs, even started the jog again. I get suited up now, and I ain't talking about cardigans. Boots laced up and gear ready for battle. The enemy is listening, Lord, but I ain't rattled. You made a nigga feel it, some niggas scared of their shadow. I'm seeing lost niggas in these groups on the tube. You could've put me with them, yes, that's mercy from you. You put me in front of Jimmy, you're hot and I can't lose. You took a drug dealer that probably should make the news and turned him to a prophet. My family is still confused. It seems they like the old me best. Sorry to say, I ain't gotta drop a old me left. So I pray that the slave master see death every day. I hear the bell toll and hope I'm the one chosen. And when that chariot swing low, Lord, let me roll it.
We're doing this for Yahweh and Yahushua. Go to war for our people like Mordecai. I'm sorry for my sins and I deserve to die, but please swing low, sweet chariot, cause I wanna ride. Every day is a struggle just to stay alive. It's dark and hell is hot and I don't wanna feel the fire. I'm sorry for my sins and I deserve to die, but please swing low, sweet chariot, cause I wanna ride. Well, come on, come on, come on. Won't you please swing low, sweet chariot? Won't you please swing low, sweet chariot? What you know about sacrifice? Nothing, they bluffing. These niggas perpetrators, man of God, the shit is disgusting. I put my time in while they ain't even applying. Through all the pain, hate, confusion, and the lying, I stay grinding with the heart of a lion. The strong through the storm till I found that silver lining. Without no pressure, there's no diamonds. I will straight into the furnace of affliction for refining. Came along with the stash of bills when I heard the sirens getting higher. Hold up, moment of silence. Just a moment, y'all. Yeah, cause that man is dead and deceased. Gained knowledge down, he shook the mark of the beast. Only fear God and not another man who bleeds. And if you roll with me, you already know my speed. I come through, give a death, they holler, what up, priest? Then I quick to chop a Christian with ease. Then I go and put the sword back in the sheet. I got one life to live, so I'm playing for keeps. So I'll be dropping shit like the time. Getting closer, praying to the Lord that the angels be my chauffeur. We're doing this for Yahweh and Yahushua. Go to war for our people like Mordecai. I'm sorry for my sins and I deserve to die, but please swing low, sweet chariot, cause I wanna ride. Every day is a struggle just to stay alive. It's dark and hell is hot and I don't wanna feel the fire. I'm sorry for my sins and I deserve to die, but please swing low, sweet chariot, cause I wanna ride. Well, come on, come on, come on. Won't you please swing low, sweet chariot? Won't you please swing low, sweet chariot? Yeah, and get all this hell, cause I done been through there and back. Let's declare the facts, crackers, sellers, stays and traps. Revenue be impressing, I ain't prepared to crack. My current state of living depressing, my hair I'm tearing that. I fight alone in my home and I ain't sharing that. Most of these people ain't prepared for that. I met these CPK brothers and I was hearing that. They said, you know, they Christ struggle too. And I'm like, where is that? Thinking the scriptures and they show what he was hearing that. Bush when he's up top the mountain, I'm unaware of that. Between the rocks and the bread, I'm highly aware of that. But then he tried to get Christ to jump. Shit, I be scared of that. Shit, I'm stressing through infinitesimal with comparing that. Put on my gator strap, it's what's best to do. Cause that's what pressure do. And they bring the blessing through the truth who will bring. So by Hashem, Yahushua, go to war for my king. We're doing this for Yahweh and Yahushua. Go to war for our people like Mordecai. I'm sorry for my sins and I deserve to die, but please swing low, sweet chariot, cause I wanna ride. Every day is a struggle just to stay alive. It's dark and hell is hot and I don't wanna feel the fire. I'm sorry for my sins and I deserve to die, but please swing low, sweet chariot, cause I wanna ride. Well, come on, come on, come on. Won't you please swing low, sweet chariot? Won't you please swing low, sweet chariot?
Shalom Israel, Shalom Israel. Yahweh Shem, Yahweh Shah Barakathum to the brothers, Yahweh Shamar, Alathaba Hashem, Yahweh Shah to the sisters out there. It's Jackson Israelite under Commander General Yohana, Isupk out of Jackson, Michigan. Running another class again, what we're going to be speaking on today. We're talking about the restoration of Israel, man. The restoration of Israel was, as we look at the events and the things that's taking place inside this kingdom that we in, we see it's getting closer and closer. It's getting closer and closer to that time where we are getting ready to be delivered out of this condition that we in, as we start to do, as more of us start to come into the truth and start being obedient and start following and doing the things that the Most High intended us to do and wanted us to do. We're getting closer and closer to getting ourselves out of this situation, man. The Most High and the angels are starting to smile upon us more and more. Okay? With that being said, we're going to start at Matthew, the 24th chapter and the 3rd verse. I'm going to start at Matthew 24 in the 3rd verse, man, because like I said, it's getting closer and closer to that time. As more people start to come into the truth and we starting to wake up and realize what put us in this condition and how to get out of this condition, man. And we start coming back to the law, statutes, and commandments, and we start being obedient, getting ourselves cleaned up, getting off of drugs. Women stop being whores and prostitutes and things of that nature, and on stripper poles and stuff like aborting babies and things like that. When we start doing those things and we start changing our lives, okay, and we start changing our lives, what happens? Then the Most High starts to turn his face back on us, so to speak. Rather than having his face against us, he started turning that thing towards us. And then what happens? Then what? He fights our enemies for us. We don't have to fight the enemy. We just have to be obedient to him. And the rest will take care of itself. Again, the scriptures say our weapons are not carnal. Our weapons of warfare are not carnal. Okay? We fight this thing through obedience to the Most High. That's how we fight this thing. Okay? With that being said, we at Matthew, the 24th chapter and the 3rd verse. And it reads, as he sat upon the Mount of Olives. Who is the he we talking about? We're talking about Christ. Christ is the he that we're talking about in this verse, okay? The disciples came unto him privately, saying, tell us, when shall these things be? And what shall be the signs of thy coming and of the end of the world? Okay, so the disciples basically want to know what's going to take place in the future, is what they're asking Christ. All right? Verse 4, it says, and Jesus answered and said unto them, take heed that no man deceive you. Take heed that no man deceive you. And that is heavy. And the reason being that it's heavy, and you have to really examine something like that. Why? Because if you look at the world today, it's so many different avenues, so to speak, that would seem like it would lead you to Christ or to the Most High or to something. But they all actually lead to dead ends, because it's only one truth. And that's in Isupk. We're the only place where you can find the truth. Truth about brotherhood, the truth about the love of Christ, the truth of how to get your people out of this condition. How do we know? We've tried every other avenue. We tried every other avenue, whether it be some form of Christianity, like Baptist, Methodist, non-denominational. Tried that. None of that has failed. Islam, when it first came out, it was talking about how this is the black man's religion. When it first hit the scene over here, and every brother was in Islam saying it's the black man religion, but as you can see, it's not, because what did it do? It failed us. People tried the Black Panther movement. The Black Panther movement, it failed us. We tried just uniting and marching on our own. That failed us. We tried voting. That failed us. Every other avenue that we have tried has failed us, except one. This Bible, using it properly. Not using it the way Christianity wants you to use it, but using it the way the Most High wants you to use it. Okay? Following it and being obedient to what's in it. Christianity give you a Bible, but it doesn't teach you how to follow what's in the Bible. It teaches you how to do what? Go against everything that's in the Bible. It teaches you to go against this. It teaches you to eat pork, celebrate Christmas, eat shrimp, crab, and lobster, and do whatever feels good to you. That's what Christianity teaches you, to do whatever feels good to you. So that cannot be the way. Because you don't have to be obedient to anybody except yourself. You don't have to care about anybody except yourself. You don't have to love anybody except yourself. That is what Christianity teaches you. Do whatever makes you happy, whatever makes you feel good. You have no sense of responsibility to anybody but yourself, okay? So that can't be the way. Of course, you have to jump the hurdles of fake Israelite groups. Those seem to be popping up like weeds all over the damn place. All over the place you see in fake Israelite groups just sprout up out of nowhere now. When what? When if they knew what, if they understood the Bible, they would come into where? The ISUPK. Because this thing is a one body. This is a one body thing, man. You can't have everybody scrambled all over the place wildly. There's no order. The Most High doesn't do things chaotically like that. He doesn't operate like that, okay? It's one body. Why is it one body? Why is having one body important? Because everybody is together. Everybody is together. We're one nation. One sound, one heartbeat. Everything is one. But you got some groups over there doing whatever the hell they want to do. They're not a part of a one body. They're a part of the problem. The problem that has plagued us. Everybody want to go do their own damn thing instead of everybody falling in line. Falling in line and being a part of one body. They care about themselves more. Okay, they care about themselves more than they actually care about deliverance. Okay, verse 5. For many shall come in my name, saying, I am Christ, and shall deceive many. Not only just saying I am Christ, saying this is the way to Christ. This is how you do it. This is what you should get done. Again, we're talking about fake Israelite groups, Christians, Muslims, all whatever's not the UPK saying that this is the way you're supposed to go about it. Anything outside of this is a false doctrine. It's teaching you a false Christ. It's teaching you something different outside what the Most High set up. How do you know? They're set up by man. The Most High set the UPK up. That's the difference. That's the difference. The Most High set this thing up right here. Okay? Verse 6. And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that ye not be troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. So we study hearing things about China, North Korea, U.S., Russia, all these different nations. They on the brink of war. And in some senses, they having what's called proxy wars, or where one person might just, it's not a direct war between them, but they warn with each other. What they'll do, what'll happen is one group will fund one group of people in another country, and then the other country, they'll be funding another group, and then they'll fight like that amongst each other, okay? With just funding. Which is what I believe happened in Afghanistan. That's kind of like my personal belief. Somebody was funding the Taliban to get America up out of there. It's just my personal belief, though. Okay. Reading on. Verse 7. For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom. And there shall be famines and pestilence and earthquakes in diverse places. So that, again, just carrying on is what we're seeing. We're seeing nation rising against nation, kingdom rising against kingdom, and everybody clicking up. You're either going to be on this side of the fence and you're going to be on that side of the fence. But we're talking about countries, though. You got China and Russia, Iran, basically all of them riding together, and you got the United States and the European countries, they all riding together. This thing is coming to a head. Then you got North Korea in there. This thing is coming to a head. Okay? It's coming to a head. That's why it's so important right now to get into the UPK. That's why it's so important to get in there here right now. We should only have, when we have a class in the UPK, we should only have standing room. We shouldn't even have standing room. We should need a loudspeaker outside our school because of all the people that want to come in. Because this thing, sooner or later, is going to get real hectic. Sooner or later, it's going to get real hectic, especially if you're not lining yourself up with the Most High. Especially if you're not in this ISUPK. Let me just say that. Especially if you're not in the school. It's going to get very hectic out here. Reading along, verse 8. All these are the beginning of sorrows. See, this is just where it started at, man. All that you hear and all this huffing and puffing and no, we ain't gonna let y'all do that, and we ain't gonna let y'all do this, and no, it's not about to go that way. This country doing this. All this stuff that you're seeing and hearing, these things are just the beginning. Okay? Just the beginning. Just the very beginning of things to come. And this is so important because this is how you know how true the Bible is. Once you truly understand the Bible and you're taught the Bible properly, you have to be taught the Bible properly. If you're just reading the Bible like it's a novel, or you're reading it according to what you learned in Christianity, you're never going to understand the Bible. It's never going to make sense to you. And you'll be stuck, and you'll be looking at it, and you'll be trying to understand it, and you never will. Why did I remember when I used to read the Bible when I was in Christianity? I remember I used to read it, and I used to be like, God, this don't sound, this like, really, it does. When you read the Bible and you in Christianity and you reading the Bible, what you read don't sound like what's getting taught inside the Christian church. It's two different things, because it is two different things. It really is two different things. What's being taught in there and what's actually in here is two totally different things, man. They teaching Caesar Borgia or some garbage or whatever nonsense it is that they in there teaching. The God of this Bible, he ain't that. Okay? He ain't that. So as I said, all of these things are the beginning of sorrow. Okay? So from there we're going to go to Joel chapter 3. Joel chapter 3. Because we're talking about being delivered, man. Because we're getting closer and closer and closer and closer to that time. This ain't the time to be, for your faith to be weakened. This is the time for your faith to be very, very strong. This is the time where you want to this is lock in time. Okay, this is lock in time. Make sure you studying, making sure you in this Bible studying and doing the things you're supposed to be doing. Why? Building that spirit up. Building that spirit up, man. Because just like we know, guess what? Our enemy know. Our enemy know. He know the Bible. He know who we are. He know what's going on, and he's gonna fight tooth and nail. So his kingdom can stand. Okay, so he's not just oppressing us just because it's something to do. He oppressing us so his kingdom can stay on top. He doesn't want to let loose of what he has a hold on. But he don't realize that he doesn't have a choice. Well, actually, he may realize that, but that don't mean he ain't going to fight to keep it going. Okay? We in Joel. We in the 3rd chapter of Joel. Okay? Joel chapter 3 verse 1. For behold, in those days, remember when we just read now, he said that although all those things was just the beginning. So for behold, in those days and in that time will I bring again the captivity of Judah and Jerusalem. Not bring again in the sense that we're going back into captivity. And how do we know that's what it's talking about? We're going to read on a little further. Verse 2. I will also gather all the nations and will bring them down into the valley of Jehoshaphat. The valley of Jehoshaphat, or where they, I'm sure a lot of you heard about the battle of Armageddon, so to speak, okay? And will plead with them there for my people and for my heritage, Israel, whom they have scattered among the nations. So we already scattered. That's why when it said again, he will bring again the captivity, meaning now it's time for us to come out of this captivity. Not bringing us again, meaning we're going back in. We're already scattered. You see what I'm saying? We're already scattered. We're already abroad. We've already suffered. Now because we turned back to the Most High, we're starting to be obedient. Now it's deliverance time. Okay, so he's bringing, when you see everybody over there in that so-called Middle East area, it's the Most High bringing them over there. How you think China over there, Russia over there, they're there. We're not saying this because we're not saying this because something that we just thinking inside our head. They're there. And they think they're there for whatever reason that they may have behind it, but really, what is it? It's the Most High bringing them there. It's the Most High bringing them there. This is the Bible coming. This is why when people say the Bible is not true, it's a white man's book, it's retarded, because you literally see the things written inside the Bible happening in your face. It's happening in your face. But here's the thing. A lot of people, the very people who say The Bible's not true. White men, they don't know the Bible. And that's the problem. When you try to explain this to Christians, they don't know the Bible. When you try to say this to fake Israelite groups, they don't know the Bible. They don't know. So by them not knowing, then what? Because they don't know, they just believe whatever some nonsense somebody done told them. They don't believe what's written in here. They just believe something somebody said to them. Whatever. Reading on. For my people and my heritage Israel, whom they have scattered among the nations and parted my land. Because they parted, who parted the land? Do you realize it was no such place called the Middle East? They parted the land to make the Middle East. They parted that land. All of that is Israel. There's no such thing as the Middle East. All of that is Israel. But they parted the land. This Bible is amazing. Amazingly true. Amazingly undeniable true. Okay? Verse 3. And they have cast lots for my people. Casting lots when they had us standing out there on them auction blocks, and they was auctioning us off. All this was recorded long before it happened. Long before it happened. The same way us getting our act together and coming out of this, it's also in here. And that's what we're reading right now. We're reading, when we get our act together, we're coming out of this damn thing. It's not going to be like this forever. And have given a boy for a harlot, and sold a girl for wine that they might drink. Verse 4. Yea, and what have ye to do with me, O Tyre and O Zidon? Which these are just Africans. Tyre and Zidon, these are Africans, as of course they slaved us and then sold us to the so-called oppressor that we have right now. And all the coast of Palestine, will you render me a recompense? And if ye recompense me, swiftly and speedily will I return your recompense upon your own head. Why? Because they don't like us over there. They have a disdain like every other nation because of who we are. And they know who we are. This is the problem with every nation. They know who we are. And because of who we are, they hate us. Verse 5. Because ye have taken my silver and my gold and have carried it into your temples, my goodly pleasant things. Verse 6. The children of Judah and the children of Jerusalem have ye also sold to the Grecians. So again, we know we're talking about what these Africans did to us right in this moment right here, because they sold us to who? Our so-called oppressor right now. That ye may remove them far from their borders. Because what? What happened to us again? How far are we away from our borders? Are we near our borders right this second? No, we're not, man. They packed us on slave ships, man, and shipped us over here. This Bible is the real deal. This ain't nothing to play with. This Bible is real. Verse 7. Behold, I will raise them out of the place where ye have sold them to, and will return your recompense upon your own heads. I don't know if y'all seen this not too long ago, but they had Africans on ships. So it wasn't like, it didn't look like how we were. But nevertheless, it's just the start of it. Okay? And not only that, Back then, the so-called oppressor, he just ran through all that land. So that recompense, when it says swiftly, it was swiftly. It was very swiftly, okay? Verse 8, I will sell your sons and your daughters into the hands of the children of Judah, and they shall sell them to the Sanbeans, to a people far off, for the Lord has spoken it. Meaning, this thing that they have done to us, man, this thing that they done to us is also going to happen to them. They're not going. I know. They think they're getting away with it, and they're so happy about it, and everything just seems so good and so pleasant. They're not getting away with it, man. They're not getting away with it. As we come back, they are our enemies. And as we turn back and we start being obedient to the Most High, guess what? He's going to defend us against who? Our enemies. He's going to fight our battles, man. Christ and all of his angels, when that sky crack and Christ come back, it's going to be, you're just going to be like nothing you ever seen before at any place at any time on this earth. Or it's not going to be anything like it after. Nothing like it after. Our so-called oppressor murdered 77 million Native Americans. 70-something million Native Americans. About 100 million of us. Like, think of all the murder that he's done over the. And it said it's going to be nothing like it when Christ and his angels crack that sky. We're talking about hundreds of millions of people that our oppressor has murdered. And when Christ come to avenge us, to defend us, to right the wrong that's been done to us, to deliver justice for what's been done to us, it's not going to be nothing like it. From there, we're going to go to Amos. Amos in the 9th chapter. Amos in the 9th chapter. Amos chapter 9 and verse 11. 9 and 11. It says, in that day will I raise up the tabernacles of David that is fallen, and close up the breaches thereof, and I will raise up his ruins, and I will build it up as in the days of old. Because this is talking about, again, the class is about the restoration of Israel. So the Most High, he's going to build us back up as in the days of old. And how was Israel in the days of old, man? We was the greatest, wisest nation on the planet. And the Most High is going to bring us back to that. We're not going to stay in this condition forever. Okay? We're not going to be like this forever. We starting to come back, and we starting to be obedient, and we starting to follow the law, statutes, and commandments. Our deliverance draweth near. Verse 12. That they may possess the remnant of Edom and all of the heathen which are called by my name, saith the Lord, that doeth this. So we're going to possess not only Edom, but all the heathen, which after Christ and his angels come and they crack the clouds, and they restore order and set things the way they should be. The leftovers is for what? For us to possess them. our oppressor, and all the heathen, it says. Verse 13. Behold, the day comes, saith the Lord, that the plowman shall overtake the reaper, and the tender of the grapes, him that soweth seed, and the mountains shall drop sweet wine, and all the hills shall melt. And all the hills shall melt. Salakia. Verse 14. And I will bring again the captivity of my people. There we go again. Saying I will do what? Bring again the captivity of my people. Not meaning we're going into captivity again. But this is actually talking about us coming out of captivity, okay? Watch. It'll explain it. And they shall build the wasted cities. And we're going to build the cities that is wasted. Why would the cities be wasted? Because of the war. People are going to be hiding. People are going to be trying to take cover. They're going to do everything they can to escape this judgment that's coming. Everything within their power, anything within their reach that they feel like they can do to escape the judgment of the Most High when He sent Christ back with all His angels, okay? And inhabited them. And they shall plant vineyards and drink the wine thereof. Because what? No longer are we planting, no longer, like it said in the Doom and Romney, we're going to plant the vineyards and the people in the other nations shall enjoy them. Of course, I'm paraphrasing. Now it's time, because our deliverance and because we're being obedient and because we came back to the Most High and we're following His law, statutes, and commandment and in His instructions and loving one another again and being brotherly to one another again. Now we get to enjoy the wine from the grapes. Now when we build a house, we get to enjoy that house. When we build up a land, we get to enjoy that land. All this is based on being a brother and a sister it's us being brothers and sisters to one another and following the law, statutes, and commandments. And setting up things in the way that the Most High wants us to set up things. And not depending on our oppressor. Not depending on our oppressor to do anything for us. Okay? Reading on. They shall also make gardens and eat the fruit thereof. Slacky. And they shall make gardens and eat the fruit of them. Verse 15. And I will plant them upon their land. Meaning, we're going to finally be back in our land, and they shall no more be put up out of their land, which I have given them, saith the Lord. Finally, we'll be in our land. We'll be in our land. We'll possess the heathens who deserve to be, because they don't know how to conduct themselves. They don't know how to operate out here. They need somebody over them. They need somebody to rule over them. How do you know? They destroying the ozone layer. How do you know? They destroying the water. How do you know? They destroying the food. Everything that they touch, the only thing they can think of and come up with is a way to destroy them. These people need a people to rule over them. They need it. Without a people to rule over them and show them the proper way to conduct themselves, they'll destroy the earth. They have no reason being on top other than we won't be brothers to one another. We won't follow the Most High. And our people that absolutely cares about nothing only can think of ways to do what? Destroy and be destructive. Now they're ruling the earth that we should be ruling. This is our earth, man. And it's time for us to come back and take this earth back, because it's ours. It's ours. And the only way we can do that is through our obedience. And our obedience is coming more and more and more and more. And it's starting to show. And it's starting to show in this earth, man. And as we start waking up, it's mighty funny that we waking up at a record number right about this time. And all the other nations are starting to come into the Middle East at the same time we waking up so rapidly. This Bible is the real deal, man. This Bible is the real deal. This Bible is no play pretty. It's nothing to joke around with. And with that, I'm going to close the class tonight. The water for rocking out with me tonight. I appreciate that. If you're in the Jackson area, of course, as always, and you want to come to the scripture breakdown class on Thursday from 5 to 7 in Detroit, get in contact with this number. This number, you can set you up and you will get a free ride there and a free ride back. It won't cost you anything. You'll get there and back safely. Come down, kick it with your brothers, man. Bring your questions. I know some of y'all been sitting in Christianity and have 1,000 questions. Some of y'all done asked the question and y'all still waiting on the answer for those questions. Come to scripture breakdown on Thursday, man. Get those questions answered. Get those questions answered and finally learn and hear the truth of the Bible the way the Most High intended it to be. Some of y'all in them fake Israelite groups still confused. Come out of them fake Israelite groups. Get into this one body. This is one body, man. Take heed that no man deceive you. Take heed that no man deceive you, man. And get in the UPK, man. Get in all black, get in these boots, and let's get it. With that, I'm going to say salam. Do, 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 do.